PlayStation Plus has recently changed and there are now 3 available tiers to choose from: Essential, Extra and Premium. Today I'm going to be showing you 7 more games that have easy platinum trophies on the Extra tier, and if you like this video and you want to see more just like it, check out the link to the playlist in the description. First on the list is Defense Grid 2, which is a real-time strategy game and what's known as a tower defense game. In each level you take on the role of commander and your job is to defend the bases, colonies and outposts from waves of aliens that are trying to steal the power core in the main game mode. There are several commanders that you unlock as you progress through the game, and each one has their own unique abilities, such as overcharging your towers to make them more powerful and shoot faster for a brief period of time, or if your towers aren't getting the job done by themselves, you can choose to use the commander that allows you to place a cursor anywhere on screen that will blow up all the enemies within its blast radius. There's a ton of different enemies in this game, some are quicker but weaker because of it, and some are incredibly tanky but they move really slowly. You get resources for each kill, and you can use them to purchase upgrades for your towers, buy in new towers, or buy in tower stands that can provide buffs to your towers on top of them. To platinum this game you need to complete the story, obtain 100 medals and a bunch of miscellaneous trophies. Getting 100 medals is what you'll be spending most of your time on, and each mission has about 10 submissions within it. Some give you fixed resources, others don't allow you to upgrade your towers, and this is where the strategy starts coming into the game, where you have to use your resources effectively to achieve the gold medal. Each level has about 4 or 5 easy objectives, so getting the gold medals isn't too difficult, it's just a little bit of a grind. Defense Grid 2 has a difficulty rating of 3 out of 10 and takes about 25 hours to get the platinum trophy. Next we have Fallout 4, a massive open world RPG set in Boston. The main objective of the game is to track down your son who was kidnapped after you were frozen alive in Vault 111. Just like in Fallout 3, once you leave the vault you're thrown into a desolate wasteland inhabited by raiders, mutated creatures, ghouls and many other threats. The good thing about this game is that there's no difficulty related trophies, so you're free to play on whichever difficulty setting suits you best. And if you do play on the harder difficulties, you have a higher chance of getting legendary items, so the game offers kind of a high risk, high reward. And even on the higher difficulties, if you are experienced with RPGs or Fallout games in general, then you shouldn't have any problems completing the game. To get the platinum you need to complete the story, faction missions, side quests and a bunch of miscellaneous trophies as well. There is one trophy that a lot of people struggle with called Benevolent Leader. For the easiest method to get this, you should search for the Benevolent Leader One Settler method on YouTube with this thumbnail. This is by far the easiest and least stressful way to earn this particular trophy. Unfortunately there are a bunch of missable trophies, but don't worry because if you do follow a guide it will tell you exactly where to make tactical saves to avoid missing out on any of the trophies, and you only have to make 2 manual saves to get them all anyway, so it's not as daunting as it might seem at first glance. Fallout 4 has a difficulty rating of 3 out of 10 and it can take anywhere from 50 to 70 hours to platinum. Until Dawn is next on the list, and this is an interactive drama survival horror game where you take control of 8 different characters who need to survive the night on Blackwood Mountain until they are rescued at dawn. The gameplay mostly consists of cutscenes and some third-person exploration sprinkled in there. It's like a movie, only you get to influence the outcome because the game features a butterfly effect system, which means the various choices you can make have a huge impact on the story, and even the slightest action can affect whether or not someone is going to survive or die. To get the platinum trophy you need to complete the game, have everyone survive, have nobody survive, grab some collectibles and some miscellaneous trophies as well. There are quite a few missable trophies, but don't worry, there is chapter select in the game, but you can only access this once you finish your first playthrough, and the choices you made in this playthrough will remain the same when you go back with chapter select. Until Dawn has a difficulty rating of 2 out of 10 and it takes around 15 hours to get the platinum trophy. Next up is Deliver Us the Moon, a sci-fi adventure puzzle game set in an apocalyptic future. Earth's natural resources have been depleted and there's a global energy crisis. To help save the Earth, the World Space Agency colonized and operated on the moon, and then they built a powerful MPT capable of harvesting a source of energy from the moon to send to Earth. Everything seemed to be going according to plan, and the Earth was being powered by a seemingly reliable energy source, until one night all communication with the Earth stopped and the energy source was no longer active. You play as a lone astronaut sent on a mission to the moon with an objective to bring the MPT back online. You are literally humanity's last hope. There are no enemies in this game, but in my opinion they aren't needed. The horror in this game lies in the cold emptiness of space, knowing that you're the only person on the moon with the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. You can find audio recordings throughout the world that show you how certain events unfolded, giving you more backstory about what actually happened. I absolutely loved playing this game, and I recommend everybody watching this video to go and download it right now. It's one of the most immersive space games I've ever played. Getting the platinum trophy is also very simple and easy to do, and it's really fun as well. You just need to complete the game, get all the collectibles, and do a few miscellaneous tasks. I'd strongly advise against using a guide for the first playthrough when you play this game, because there aren't that many collectibles, and I found almost every single one just by playing and exploring the game as I normally would. There's also a chapter select so you can come back at any point and clean up what you missed the first time around, and the game is pretty short as well, so going back through a second time takes no time at all. Deliver Us the Moon has a difficulty rating of 2 out of 10 and takes roughly 5 hours to obtain the Platinum Trophy. Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Adventure is up next, and this is an action-adventure game where you play as Scrat, the saber-toothed squirrel from the Ice Age movies. And just like in the movies, he's on another adventure to get back his prized possession. Unfortunately for him though, it's locked away in an ancient temple and needs 4 legendary crystal nuts to be opened. You need to guide Scrat through various biomes while getting as many collectibles as possible, and fighting bosses that you'll recognise from the movies as well. To get the Platinum Trophy, you need to complete the game, get every single collectible, and a couple miscellaneous trophies like unlocking all additional health and smashing 500 shard crates. Pretty much everything else is related to a collectible or a boss fight. Long story short, this game is just a massive collectathon, and you need to collect everything in order to get the Platinum Trophy. You can do both versions if you really want to put yourself through that, because you can download both the PS4 and the PS5 versions of the game. Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Adventure has a difficulty rating of 2 out of 10, and it should take around 7 hours to obtain the Platinum Trophy. Next up is yet another Zombie Defense HD, a top-down arcade zombie shooter where you need to be strategic and tactical in order to survive. The game is all about defending yourself against hordes of zombies and infected creatures every single night, and the difficulty will increase each night you survive. And at the end of each night you can do things like buy weapons, ammo and defensive equipment like turrets and barricades to help you fight the hordes. Getting the Platinum Trophy in this game is incredibly easy, and it doesn't really take that long at all. To get the Platinum you need to survive a number of nights while completing various objectives, score 500,000 points in defense mode, survive for 5 minutes in endless night mode, and a few miscellaneous trophies as well. The hardest trophy in the game is probably for killing a Reaper. You need to survive until night 16 for this, and the enemies can be very tough leading up to this point. Each night I built stronger barricades around me, and I also built sniper turrets, then just stood in the middle using a shotgun to pick off enemies attacking the barricades. As long as you keep buying ammo, turrets and barricades, you should be able to get this done quite easily. Yet another Zombie Defense HD has a difficulty rating of 3 out of 10 and should take around 8 hours to get the Platinum Trophy. And the final game on the list is called Seasons After Fall, which is a puzzle platforming game. The game follows the story of a fox on its journey through a mysterious forest as you attempt to rescue the lost spirits of the 4 seasons. As you progress further into the game, you unlock the ability to change seasons whenever you feel like it, and you can use the season changing to your advantage by using it to solve various puzzles. This game is perfect for winding down in the evening after you've had a long stressful day, or for a break in between those challenging games. There are no difficult jumps or platforming sections in this game, just a peaceful and relaxing journey with an incredible soundtrack and a fox that can change seasons at will. To get the Platinum you need to complete the story, get some collectibles, and a few miscellaneous trophies as well. The collectibles in this game are flowers, and you walk over them to make them bloom. The best part though is that the game shows you how many flowers you've collected every single time you walk into a new area, making it easy to find out which ones you're missing when you go back to collect them all. If you do decide to go for the Platinum Trophy, just be careful, because if you complete the story, find the dreams, and then jump through the orange portal for the Reunion Trophy, you need to start a new game to get the rest of the trophies you might have missed, so just make sure you do everything else in the game before you attempt this trophy. Seasons After Fall has a difficulty rating of 2 out of 10, and it should only take around 8 hours to obtain the Platinum Trophy. That's all for this video. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be trying out any of these games, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.